What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite actors of all time. Now, of course, we're going to have different opinions because they're opinions, but you know what? It's okay. I'm excited to hear your guys' top 10 in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's go. All right, coming in at number 10, we have Philip Seymour Hoffman. Now, not a lot of people tend to include this guy on their list, but his emotional range is just ridiculous to me. Man, his crying scenes, his scenes where he's getting frustrated and angry, to me, it just feels so real. This guy's been in many, many great movies, and it's super sad that we lost him so early. Coming in at number 9, we have Russell Crowe. Now, Russell Crowe is a fantastic actor. He's won 2 Oscars for lead role. He's pretty well known as a good actor, and just the small things that I recognize when I watch him, just his subtle kind of looks and his subtle emotional, his facial expressions of distress, it just tells like a whole story in itself. He can play somebody from Gladiator or just kind of like a boss in Body of Lies, and he does it so well. Russell Crowe's a great, great actor. All right, number 8, we have Jack Nicholson. Now, I love Jack Nicholson. He's kind of creepy, but he knows how to get the job done. You know, he's played roles like the Joker. He's played in The Shining, really creepy roles, but he's also played some really good roles like As Good as It Gets. And he just does it so well, especially in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It just feels really, just watching it kind of creeps you out a little bit. And that's what he's able to do, but he makes it look so real. In The Shining, when he starts to go crazy, you kind of feel that and you put yourself in that spot, and it really does creep you out. Jack Nicholson is a great, great actor, and I can't wait to watch what he does in the future. All right, number 7, we got Robert De Niro. Of course, Robert De Niro is a legend. I really, really like his work. He's a fantastic actor, and I don't want this to be the reason why he's so low, but part of it kind of is. You know, he's done a lot of really kind of strange movies as of late. It seems like he's kind of just taken whatever he can get, and sometimes it just doesn't hit for me. So he's got classic, legendary movies like The Godfather, Goodfellas, but then he's also got some that just kind of don't work for me, and it kind of hurts his image on me a little bit, but it doesn't take away from how good he is at acting. Number 6, we got Daniel Day-Lewis. I feel like a lot of people don't recognize him either, but to me, he's just such a good actor. He's a method actor, so he becomes the character when he's filming a movie. You know, his emotional scenes are always what will really get to me, because it just looks so authentic when he's crying and when he's upset. He played in My Left Foot. He played a special needs person, and he did it so well. He was able, like, it felt like you were watching an actor with a disability. He's just such a good actor. You know, the famous "Leave Me My Name" scene that just it captures all the emotion, and it captures what I think is some of the best of Daniel Day-Lewis's acting work. You know, Daniel Day-Lewis is a great one. If you haven't heard of him, go watch one of his movies. All right, number 5, we got Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is a legend. He's loved by a lot. You know, he's done iconic roles such as Forrest Gump and Saving Private Ryan, The Green Mile. Just, he's well known and liked by most. Again, playing Forrest Gump was really kind of an odd character, but he captured it so well and he encapsulated this loving person that everyone just enjoys watching. The Green Mile and Saving Private Ryan, a little more aggressive films, but just, again, with him, kind of the small little intricate things, the looks that he gives, and the emotion on his face can tell a whole story. I absolutely love Tom Hanks. Even in Captain Phillips, that's when I was really young, I saw that movie, and I just fell in love. I was like, who is this guy? He does his job so well, and it doesn't even look like a movie. You feel like you're watching a real story, because his reactions to other people talking, even when he doesn't have dialogue, it just looks so real, so authentic. And, you don't want to take your eyes off the screen with Tom Hanks. All right, coming in at number 4, we have Al Pacino, just another legend. He does films like Scarface, The Godfather, Serpico, lots of great, great movies. And he's one of those guys that everyone recognizes him, but he can play so many different kind of roles. In Serpico, he's playing a cop, and you see him getting real upset all the time, and you see him getting kind of emotional and pissed off, and he does such a good job of doing that. But then you go to Michael Corleone when he becomes, the Don in something like The Godfather, and he's real patient, real mellow, but you can see in his eyes the emotion. That's what Al Pacino does. He's just so good at. His eyes can, watching him, they can express his feeling without even saying a word. Al Pacino's a legend, and I'm sure he'll just move up on this list. All right, coming in at number 3, we have Christian Bale. To me, I think he's one of the most underrated actors of all time. You know, he takes his job so seriously. He's another method actor, so he will develop the habits that his characters do in real life to really just become the character. You know, he's done films like American Psycho, The Dark Knight, where he played Batman, The Prestige, and he is just so good. You know, he's a British guy, and he's able to do these American accents, whether it just be a normal one or more Southern, a more old-timey accent like in The Prestige, and he does it so well you wouldn't even think he's a British man. And his work, you can tell he's just got tunnel vision, and you can tell he is that character. When he's playing Batman, he isn't Christian Bale, he is Bruce Wayne. And you know, he just does such a good job, and he leaves it all out on the screen. That's why I love Christian Bale. All right, coming in at number 2, we have Denzel Washington. Of course, another very well-liked actor. He's appeared in films like Training Day, The Book of Eli, Philadelphia, and he's one of those guys that, again, he's very subtle with his acting. He kind of follows the less is more principle, and he does it so well. You know, watching him, again, it doesn't feel like you're watching Denzel Washington. It feels like you're just watching the character, and you're really understanding the story. The way he watches somebody else while they're talking, the way he reacts is just so authentic and so real. You know, Denzel Washington's a great actor. He's appeared in a lot of films. He's starting directing, which I love. And who doesn't love Denzel Washington? All right, before we go to number 1, guys, I got some honorable mentions. First one, Marlon Brando. He's one of the OG actors. You know, you can't not throw him on this list when he inspired probably every single one of these guys on the list. Marlon Brando is a great talent. And then we have Brad Pitt too. You know, some of my favorite movies like Seven and Fight Club he appeared in. Brad Pitt's a legend, and he's still doing stuff out there, so I can't wait to see where he ranks, you know, in 10 years from now in this list. All right, number 1, we got Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on, should there have been another answer? It's debatable. Let me know what you think in the comments. But DiCaprio is just such a good actor. You know, the biggest thing that draws me towards him is his scenes where he's crying. You know, you see Shutter Island, The Basketball Diaries, you know, Inception, all these that have really emotional, really high stakes, real scenes where he's forced to express this sad emotion. He just does it so well, and it makes me feel like, dang, like I want to cry because this guy's really hurting right now. And of course, it's just acting, it's just a film, but he does such a good job of making you kind of empathize with the character. Again, just everything for him counts. Where his eye placement, how his mouth is, you know, everything for him matters. And he does such a good job of it. You know, most of his movies have been huge hits. Only a few of them have kind of tanked. But, you know, his ratio is just, it's so good as far as positive movies and great acting performances go. I'm glad he finally got the Oscar in The Revenant, because he had been nominated like every year before, but somehow didn't win. But yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is just, in my opinion, the greatest actor of all time. And I can't wait for a movie Scorsese's directing with him and Robert De Niro coming out this year. Can't wait to watch it. Let me know what you guys thought of the list. Let me know what your own list is. And I hope to see you guys next time. We'll see you.